Hey guys, in this video we'll be talking about SSH, and we'll be using SSH to connect to remote machines for maybe management or configurations etc. And also we can also use SSH to copy files from one host to the other. Can also be used to tunnel a local port to a remote port. So let's get started. So first things first, I have two machines. One is called host1, and the other code is called host2. So let's see. Yes, host1 is connecting is 192.168.0.121, and the other one is .123. So I say sudo, no, sorry, SSH. I'll connect to the first machine, Timo at host1. So if this is your first time, it's going to ask you to accept the RSA fingerprint. So just no, EDSA fingerprint. So just type in yes, and then you type in the password for that machine there. Host1 can be your IP address, your domain name, the name of your machine, etc. So host1 is pointing to 192.168.0.121. So that's the simplest way of connecting to a machine. So, and you may also use a custom port. On host2 I'm using port 6822. Type in yes, your password. So that one is incorrect. I'm supposed to connect as root. So that's how you use a custom port. You use the switch P, and then that's minus P, and then the port number. So I'll disconnect. No, I'll leave the session open. So the other thing is you may want to use passwordless login. So that is you don't type in your password every time you connect. So first thing first, you generate your key, SSH keygen, yes. I'm going to overwrite. I've already done this, and then empty paraphrase, yes, empty again. So once I have the key generated, I will copy it to my machine. So SSH copy ID. I want to copy it to Timo at host1, and then I type in my password. So I've copied the key. So if I try again to connect via SSH, it should not ask me for password. So SSH Timo at host1. Yeah, this time it's not asking for any password. So same case, I can copy the key to host2 as root at host2, and this one we are using a custom port. I'll ask you for password. Once no, I have done it. It's supposed to be SSH copy ID. Once you copy the key, you should be able to connect without typing in your password. So in case you see this message which saying that sign said public key, signing failed, agent refused connection, you can do SSH add. That one will add your keys. So if we do it again, the error should be gone. Yes, this time there's no error. So perfect. So The other thing is SCP. SCP is used to copy files. So here I have a dummy file. I think ls pipette graph dummy. Yes, I had created a dummy text file for demonstration purposes. So I want to copy it to. Let me create another one. Touch. Dummy2.txt. I want to copy the file to the two hosts, so I'll say scp and the name of the file dummy2.txt, and then the target machine Timo at host 1, and then the directory where you want the file to be copied, home Timo. So remember that we copied our key, so it's not going to ask us for a password, but in case you have not copied your keys, so you'll be asked for your password, and you'll be asked for your password. So the file has been copied, so let me also copy the file to the second machine. That's root at host 2. The home folder for root user is /root. Yes, and the port, you have to specify the port in this one, so you use a capital P. The port is 6822. So this CentOS machine is the host 2. So if I ls here, you should see we have the dummy 2 text. So the other thing is something known as rsync. This one is mainly used for backup purposes. You want to copy files from one host to the other, or from the other host to, it's by direction. You can copy from your local machine to your remote machine, or from your remote machine to your local machine. So here let's create a directory, mkdir dummy, and then I'll cd into dummy. I'll create 3 files: touch1.txt, 2.txt, and 3.txt. So I want to copy the dummy directory plus its files to host 1. So I'll do I'll say rsync, and then ZP. Z is for compression, P is to show you the progress, and then the source is the is the dummy directory, and then the target where I want to copy the files is Timo at host 1. Sorry, you need to specify the directory on the remote machine. So that's home. Sorry, this one I'm missing an S here. rsync. Oh no. rsync, yes. And remember that we are using passwordless login because we've already copied our keys. It's going to show you that dummy1, dummy2, and dummy3 has been copied. So if I go to that machine, to that root, so I don't have a session. Let me quit this one. Timo at host 1. You should see that I have the where is it? I have the dummy directory, and inside dummy I have 1.txt, 2.txt, and 3.txt. So that's very simple. And so we may also want to copy files from the remote machine. So let's first see how you can do it on a custom port. So in this one, I want to copy to machine 2. This one we are running as root, so the home folder is root, and then the username is root. So in case you are running on a custom port, you have to use switch E SSH P -P, and then the name of your port. Rsync is P -SH. There's something wrong with the command. Rsync is P. So I don't know what's happening with this one, but it should work. That's how we do it. You use switch A, and then you specify the port in quotes. So in case you also wanted to copy from the remote machine, you just switch the target. You copy, this one comes first, then your local directory comes second. You just switch the two. You switch this one comes first, and then your local directory comes second. So the final thing that we may want to do is create a SSH tunnel. So this one is mainly used when you want to access a port on your remote machine which is not publicly available. So you may have services servers that have management consoles that only accept localhost connection. So what you do is you create a tunnel. So let's say SSH -NL, and then your local port. Let's say I want to use 999 on my local machine, 127.0.0.1, and then the remote port is 8080, and then you specify your SSH credentials. That's Timo at host 1. So remember, it's not going to ask for password because we have configured it that way. So if you go to localhost port 99999, it should be mapped to our remote machine. That's host 1, which is 192.168.0.121 on port 8080. And then after doing that, I can connect to my manager application, and then my username, and then my password. So I can manage this. So this Tomcat is not running on my local machine, it's running on the remote one, and I'm able to connect to it via SSH tunneling. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be bringing you more videos later.